say when Rumpus gets to his, calling people names and just almost there, like he's having sex with you or something there. Don't move, till I'm done. How dare you?
Yeah, that's what it makes me think of. Almost finished.
He's just such a pro at what he does, at obfuscating, at irritating people. It's like inviting, I don't know, Tokyo Rose to a dinner party of American vets. How happy would they be? They'd have a firing squad set up for her real quick. I don't know how many years of that guy do you really need? How much more abuse from this guy? Every time it's like watching, what's that show? Monty Python's abuse skit. You insignificant twerp, The guy went into the wrong room at this place, and he walked into a room where you get verbal abuse. And hearing Rumpus go is just like watching that Monty Python skit, where a guy walks into this office and then he just gets berated from the get-go. And in the end, he realizes he's in the wrong office.
Yeah, I was wondering if Brandon let Rumpus linger a little bit longer because Ranty was having a discussion with him. I don't. If Ranty wasn't conversing with him, I don't think Rumpus would have lasted as long.
No, I was. I was being deferent to Ranty for sure, letting him have his go. I know it's not everybody's favorite cup of tea. But
yeah, and it's hard to judge what is a reasonable amount of time per kind of argument, Sometimes 10 minutes might seem like half an hour, Sometimes the time seems to go by quick even in those, altercations, if you want to call them that, and those confrontations really is what they are. But they're not really very interesting with Rumpus anymore. They really aren't.
I think
about a lot of these guys are so stale.
5-10 minutes of that is about all I can take, to be honest with you. Every once in a while, it's all right. It breaks up the monotony sometimes, but
yeah. It's just once that barrage of insults get going and stuff, it's just that's sometimes if the point is being argued, that's one thing, but when it gets into you're stupid, you're all this and all that, it just that's when it's not about a debate or even the discussion anymore.
Hey, Brandon, I appreciated the way you identified Ed playing dumb. For my first encounter with Ed was on my stream. Smurfer Girl was there, Aaron was there, I was there, somebody else, and Ed came on, and I just was at the end of it thinking, this guy.
You were running away.
Okay, this guy is intentionally playing dumb.
You can't read my mind. You can't know that.
Okay. So anyway, Brandon, I appreciated the fact that someone else verbalized, the reason why.
Have you heard him on Nathan's, Travis?
Nice confirmation bias.
No,
buddy.
I don't usually go back on Nathan's that much, and if Ed is there,
because he does the exact same thing there.
Yeah, I know. That's because it's who he is.
It was identical.
What do you mean? I just ask questions. All I do is ask questions about the flat Earth.
You're stupid. You play stupid.
Yeah, you ignore. You don't answer questions. You'll pretend to be dumb. You'll say dumb questions or don't answer a question or something. And you think you're being genuine.
I ask questions based on what you guys tell me. And if you're not telling me anything, I keep asking.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll ask you a question, and you just keep asking whatever it is you want to ask without answering the question you're being asked.
Yeah, but I always say why I won't answer, because it's often a straw man, or it's
no, it's usually our exact point. So you think it's a straw man or a red herring, but it's actually our whole point.
Then why are you asking instead of just making a point?
Because we need you to come to the understanding of what's being said. So it's better and I was just going to say, it's better to ask somebody what they are thinking so that you can get an idea of whether they understand you rather than just telling them what to think. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you one simple question? See if you can answer one simple question. Okay, now, is the horizon a physical place or just a visual place that we see where the sky meets the water or land, etc.? Is it a concrete place or is it just a place that an observer sees at the farthest point of his viewing?
Well, it's not going to be a short answer, so are you prepared for that?
No, it should be a short answer. There's only one answer.
Yeah.
You know, is it yes or no a physical place? Yes, it is.
It's not a yes or no question.
Then you're just.
No, I'll have to elaborate. No, I'll have to elaborate.
You can't elaborate. There's nothing to elaborate.
Actually, there is. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it.
It's not a physical place.
If there was nothing to elaborate, I wouldn't suggest it. So can you?
He's just a troll. He's not here to answer questions.
I told you I'm willing to answer, but it's not going to be a short answer.
And be a troll. Of course, it's not a short answer.
I told you I'm willing to
answer.
answer.
It's all a lie and bullshit. And that's what we people don't.
You haven't even heard my answer yet. How can you determine?
Well, instead of saying I'm going to answer and it's going to take a long time, just start answering.
Paige, he's still talking. Paige, he's still talking. How can I answer? He's still talking.
Don't talk.
How can I answer, Paige?
You want to have half an hour of bullshit. So that's why you're here. You can't answer the simplest of questions.
Right, so I told you I'm willing to answer, but you're not letting me answer. And all you're doing
instead of saying I'm willing to answer,
listening to your 5 or 10 minutes of bullshit.
But she's still talking and assuming intent.
I know, just mute him so you can't hear him.
People to understand how simple the question was and how much bullshit is going to come out of your mouth to answer it. Thank you. It's all yours. Tick tock, tick tock.
You've got the floor, Ed.
Right. Oh, amazing. Thank you. So,
tick tock.
The horizon. Well, can you don't interrupt, please?
Nobody did interrupt you.
Tick tock, tick tock, asshole. It's my time. Speak.
I thought you said I could speak, so you're still interrupting.
Get fucking jabbing your jaws, man. Flap those gums. Do something.
Oh, far out. This hog will not die. How strong are these things? It's got about 15 spears in it, and it's still running after me, trying to kill me. My God.
What are you doing? It sounds like you're working in the harbor.
I'm playing Stranded Deep, a survival, like an island survival game. So you've got little islands, and you go around the ocean, and you have to survive. But there's these massive big hogs, and this one, it's literally running around with like 15 spears poking out of it. It just won't die.
They're razorback. So how about the answer?
Must be.
A 10-minute answer to the question of, is the horizon an apparent horizon or a physical place? Tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, I'll answer if you put yourself on mute during my answer.
Yeah, let him answer.
You an answer. I'm not going on fucking mute for the likes of you, you puke stain. Give us your answer.
That's right. He doesn't have to go on mute. You can mute him on your end if you want to, Ed. But go ahead.
All right. I will mute him. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. So the horizon is an apparent place where the ground meets the sky. Now, the important thing here is the word apparent. That means it's an appearance of something. And that thing is the surface of the earth and the, how do you call it? The sky. And where it appears to be, the apparent horizon, which is the appearance of a real thing, depends on the observer's height. That's why we call it a apparent horizon, because it's an appearance of something, and the appearance of that something is dependent on how high you are standing on the ground or in the sky, whatever.
you do understand that a horizon isn't a place you can go to. Like, a horizon only exists because of how we see.
Yeah, but you see something that actually exists. And that's why I'm saying...
No, Ed, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
You could never go to the horizon. You can't, because the only way a horizon manifests is because of how we see the world, how our eyes see, causes the horizon to appear. So the horizon isn't actually there. There's nothing actually there. The sky is still the same distance away from the water as it, is anywhere else. But you see a horizon because of your eyes. That's all.
Right, but Paige, it's an apparent place. It's an appearance of something. If there was nothing to see, then we wouldn't have an appearance of something.
No, it's literally our eyes creating something that isn't actually there. Like the sky and the ground don't actually ever meet, but because of how we see, we are seeing something that apparently looks like the sky and the ground touching, when it never actually does.
Well, the air is underground, I guess.
The air, yeah, but like when the sun, when you see, that horizon, it's not like, say, what's a good analogy?
A physical place.
Yeah, like if I've got something sitting in my backyard, like I've got this trailer in front of me, and somebody, say I'm taking a video of it and I'm streaming it to somebody else, they could say, yeah, it's apparent on their TV screen, but it's an actual thing in reality, whereas the horizon isn't. It's literally not a thing. Yeah.
Yes, because it's the apparent place in our vision.
Apparent.
Yeah, but it's an yes, but Paige, it's an appearance of something. If there was nothing, that hold on.
The sky is there, the water's there.
Yes, so that means if it wasn't there, then the light couldn't reflect off of it to create this visual horizon.
The actual whole, what we call a horizon, isn't there. The sky's there, the sun's there, the water's there.
Listen. Concretization is what he's doing.
Hold on. The point is, it's an apparent horizon. The horizon is always apparent.
Yes.
Even in a vacuum without atmosphere, the horizon is apparent because it depends on the observer height.
Yeah, no, it's based on not only that, but it's because we have eyes that we even see a horizon. The only reason we even see a horizon is because of the way we see.
But cameras see the horizon too.
Differently. Yeah, because they're all the same thing. They're all lenses. But the horizon isn't something that you can package up and send to somebody or, pause it and go and get there. You can't, go to the horizon.
Well, can I give you a different analogy that maybe you'll understand? All right, so let's see. Let's say you have a building that's right in front of you, and you know the exact dimensions of this building. You know it's like 10 stories tall, whatever. How tall it is.
Length, width, and depth. Yep.
You know everything. Yes, you know everything about this building, the exact size. Then you move back. You move back let's say 100 meters. And you look at the building and you're right, well, wait a second. This building, there's something wrong with it. There's refraction going on, or the building is distorted because the ground around it is really hot or something. The vision is distorted. So that means you see a strange appearance of this building. But the real building still exists and it still has dimensions. And maybe even because you're standing away from it, you're seeing there's a hill in front of it, so you don't see the bottom. Well, you only see you see like half the building, and it's all bending and distorted.
Can I ask you then?
That's a strange appearance of this building, but
of the building. Yes, but you know that the building's there. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Actually exists. It's real.
Well, can I ask you then, where is this actual horizon that's real? Like the building's actually real? Or can you only ever show me the apparent one?
Well, it's an appearance of something, and I can actually...
no, it's not. It's only manifesting because of how we see.
No, that's wrong. And hold on. I just explained
it isn't
the
it. Go and have a look at how our eyes work. You're taking an actual building that you can go to and touch and measure.
Yes,
you can't
and I'll give you a way to
the
test
horizon.
This. Yes, I'll give you a way to test this, because you can place like a light source on an object, like on the building or on a boat that you go send over the horizon. Yes.
Is the horizon
but they're not going to the horizon, are they, Ed? They're just sitting on the water. But the boat's only going to be sitting on the water, isn't it? It's not going to be inside the horizon.
But you can see the point at which they disappear. And that's where the apparent...
that's the limit of our sight.
Yes, so that's where the apparent horizon is, because that's the place where they... Because that's the place where they... Because that's the place where they appear to disappear. So that's the apparent horizon.
Ed, stop, please listen to me for a second. When that boat gets there, is there a horizon
you can measure
there where the
distance.
boat... No, stop, please, listen.
Yes, and I'm explaining. I know exactly what you're asking.
No.
I know exactly
what you're
asking.
You're not understanding.
Yes,
when
I understand perfectly.
No, stop.
Oh my God. I understand your question.
I'm not going to say a question, Ed. See, this just proves you're not listening.
Well, I understand your point, and I can rebut it. So
don't, because you're still trying...
Yes, because you can measure the
Ed, would you like a back and forth, or do you just want to talk at me?
He just wants to talk at you.
So can I just finish this point?
You did. You said if you send a boat there... You can measure the distance to the
and I'm not finished. Then you know where the physical surface of the Earth appears to meet the sky, at which point that is.
In general, you will get a general...
who's that? It's not an actual place. When those men get to that spot that you're going to measure, the horizon's moved. So you're still just sitting on the water with the sky above you.
The observer stays away from the boat. The boat just goes and has a light source on it.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, Ed. But the horizon isn't there. They're still on the water with the sky way above them.
Yes, but we're not talking about the horizon from the boat perspective. We're talking about the horizon from the observer perspective.
Physical.
Not from the boat perspective.
I know that, Ed, but you're saying it's a physical place.
No, I said it's an appearance of a physical place.
Yeah, so that's my point. It's never
like
physical.
The building, appearance from the building.
It's a general
Ed, no, stop. With that building, you could send somebody to that building and touch the building, couldn't you? You can't do that with the horizon.
And if there's a hill in front of the building, so you can only see half the building, so the hill in front of it is like an horizon. You can send someone to the hill and let someone touch the hill.
That's not the horizon, is it? That's a hill.
But that's a hill. That's not a hill of Earth.
The horizon is where the sky and the ground appear to meet.
But
so you can't call a hill a horizon.
You don't see the sky. You see the building instead of the sky. That's the whole point of this analogy.
It's not a good analogy because you can actually... No, because the building is actually physical. The horizon is never actually
it is, because
physical.
The hill in front of it, you can go there and touch it. Yes, it is.
No, Ed, because the horizon is only...
It's an appearance of something physical.
It's the top and bottom half of it is emerging due to angular
Show me where the physical water touches the physical sun or whatever that's on the horizon. It doesn't happen.
No, that's not what I said. I said it appears to touch. It appears to touch.
That's our argument. It's an apparent
It's an appearance.
thing.
Yes, it's an appearance of something real.
No, it's manifested by how we see. The horizon only exists because of how our eyes work.
If there wasn't something real, you wouldn't be seeing anything. It would be empty. But it's not empty.
It's manifested inside your eyes,
which means there is something physical. But there is something physical.
It's just the water and the sky.
Yes, that's physical.
They never actually touch.
Water and sky is
where
physical.
They touch.
I can touch the sky.
That doesn't actually ever happen.
I can touch the water. Physical.
But it's an apparent flat plane. It's not an apparent hill. That's the thing. It's just the top and bottom half.
It's an appearance of something physical, Lemon.
Of a flat physical plane, yes.
The water and the air are physical.
Yes. It's of something physical.
But you're not looking at the water or the sky. You're looking at the horizon, which is a combination of both.
It's the apparent position where the real sky appears to meet the real water. Yes? It appears to, because it's an appearance of something that actually exists and is physical.
No, the horizon doesn't exist. The water and the sky exist.
If it isn't physical, you wouldn't see anything. It would be empty.
But you're saying that it's a hill, hump of Earth curvature. We're saying it's a flat plane. So how do you differentiate it?
I gave the hill analogy in front of the building to point out you can actually go there. But it was a different topic. Forget about it. Just focus on the.
So how do you differentiate between the hill of Earth versus the flat plane? How do you differentiate without a laser? How do you differentiate it?
Because you can see where the thing appears, and you can go there.
And why do you think the horizon being a physical thing is so important? Like, what is it that you're trying to prove with that?
That your statement is incorrect. That
so
it is.
We're in a flat Earth discussion, or are we trying to?
Okay, well, you're actually still wrong, but anyway.
Oh, I'm correct.
No,
it's
you're
an appearance of something physical. If it wasn't physical, you wouldn't be seeing anything.
The horizon itself is not physical. The only physical parts are the water and the air. The horizon is not a physical thing.
It's the appearance of something.
No, it's a convergence of physical things.
Of water that is physical.
Yes,
physical.
Yes, it's a convergence of physical things. But when you put those two things together and call it a horizon, that thing
is the appearance of something physical.
But for the purpose of this discussion, it's talking about whether it's a
sky is not physical. The water's physical, the sky's physical, but the convergence of the two is not physical. It's apparent. That's why we call it. Yeah. Two physical things converging, which never actually happens.
The building appears to be distorted. It's still a real building. That's not distorted. Just like with the horizon.
Please stop thinking you need to win this argument just for a second and listen. Just stop and listen to what. See, that's what I'm saying. You think you've already won, so you're not listening. You're just talking all over me.
No, I am listening.
No, well then stop and let me say something without you actually interrupting me at all. The water is physical. The sky is physical. They never, ever, ever touch anywhere on Earth. We have an appearance of these two physical things converging because of how our eyes see. Those two things, once converged, aren't an actual physical thing because the water and sky are still that far apart from each other. So you don't ever have a physical thing where they're touching. But in our eyes, they are. So it's just an appearance. Thank you for letting me get...
Right. You just repeated exactly what I said. It's an appearance of two physical things. Thank you.
You're not understanding, are you?
No, that's exactly what I said.
The water's physical and the sky's physical.
Are you kidding me, Paige? You repeated exactly what I said.
Show me. Oh, you're really not understanding, are you? Show me the convergence of those two things in reality? Show me them. Let me see, let me hold it, let me go to it. Where are those two things converging? Where are they physical? Where are they physically?
No, where they appear to converge. Don't switch it now. Where they appear to converge.
You're saying they're a physical thing.
They are the horizon.
You're saying the horizon is a physical thing.
Appearance of something physical. Appearance.
Yeah, you're saying of something physical.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
Ed, listen to me.
Physical sky appear to me.
Oh my God! Yes, two
of the physical water and the physical sky.
The horizon itself.
Exactly what you said.
Well, the horizon is not physical. The water and sky are.
But you guys both agreed that it's physical. The thing is, you just are disagreeing on what physical means. No, you appear to be saying that it's a physical curve.
No,
we're just saying it's a physical
that's the whole
I'm
joke
agreeing the water and sky are physical, but once you look at that and say that's a horizon, you can't then package those. Oh, see, can't just package those together and give it to somebody as a physical thing.
It's an apparent horizon.
It's an apparent horizon.
Physical things.
From the convergence of two physical things. The horizon itself. The horizon itself is not physical. It's just a yes, an apparent convergence of two.
Yeah,
because
so
you're trying to say the horizon itself is physical. It's not because you can't go there.
No, I said it's an appearance of something physical. And because it is an appearance of something that is physical, it means that physical thing you can actually touch.
You shouldn't say it like that, because you can't touch the horizon. You can only touch the sky or the water.
No, hold on.
You can't touch the horizon, Ed.
No, Paige, don't switch it. You're switching my argument. I didn't say the horizon is physical. I said it's an appearance of physical things. So don't tell me you can touch the horizon. I said you can touch the physical things. That's the appearance of physical things that they make up. Yes? Oh my God. It's an appearance of physical things. Those things are physical, which means you can actually touch them.
But
that's like saying that
the horizon. You can only touch the water or the sky.
Page. I said the horizon is the appearance of physical things. So you can touch those physical things because they're physical.
I had to work you through saying that it was only the sky and the water that was physical.
Page.
Okay,
you know what that means? You're just projecting when you're telling me I don't have to win the argument or something. That's what you are thinking about. Because that's what I've been saying since the start.
Well, the thing is, you can
triggered now.
Reflection, but to touch the thing that's represented by the physical reflection, you can't go in the mirror. You have to go into real life to touch the physical thing that's actually being represented. So where do you go to touch this horizon?
That's a good analogy.
If you're saying
Thank you.
How do you go about touching this thing? Is it where it appears to be, or is it somewhere else? Where is it?
Like with the distorted
building. Listen to him, because he might get through to you better than I could.
Like with the distorted building, it's an appearance of a physical building. You can go to that physical building and touch it. It's still a distorted appearance of something physical that exists, so you can go there and touch it.
But with the railroad tracks, do you go to the level of your eyes to touch the thing, or do you have to go below the level of your eyes?
You go to the level of the observer's eyes, and the observer remains stationary at one point. So where the line appears to meet, or where the light appears to disappear for the observer, then the observer has like a radio, and he tells you, stop at this exact point. Tell me how far you are away from me right now. There you go. Problem solved.
But the horizon...
Do you realize on your ball you need it to be physical?
There is no but. I just answered...
The horizon is never at the level of the eyes, though. It always goes further and further and further. So where do you go to touch this horizon, dude? Where is it?
When the observer tells you, you are now disappearing for me. Then he tells you on the radio, stop. And then the observer asks the guy who's walking how far are you away from me right now on your GPS?
What if it was a foggy day?
Problem solved. I said GPS. All right.
But the thing is, but
you wouldn't be able to see the horizon through the fog, so you wouldn't know where the horizon was.
Yeah, so did you do this on a
changes it because now you're not touching it like you would with physical reflection.
Lemon, hold on, stop. This is perfect.
To guide you where to stop.
Paige, hold on. Paige, you said the fog, and you know what that means.
Yeah.
If you can't see it because the fog, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
means that the horizon is controlled by... Yes. Yeah, because it's controlled... Yes, but on your model, Ed...
Appearance of something physical.
Ed, stop! On the globe model, it would never move because you've got a geometric size to your globe. No, your globe doesn't get bigger and smaller.
No, stop. I told you since the beginning.
Yeah, you kind of implied that because you needed a second person to tell you when to stop when they couldn't see you anymore. You couldn't have the first person touch it. You had to have the second person tell you when to stop and say, I can't see anymore.
You're not wanting to listen to anybody.
Because
this conversation is literally pointless.
You're strawmanning my argument.
I mean, Ed, you already implied that it's not something that you touch. That's why you had to have that second person.
Hold on, Lemon, stop. I said the horizon has to do with the elevation of the observer. So don't tell me on the globe model the horizon.
Yeah, not Earth curve.
No, it depends on the elevation of the observer. Yes? So don't tell me on the globe model that the
elevation of the observer and weather.
Don't tell me that the horizon doesn't move, because if the observer...
Oh no, you can have it closer, but there is a limit that it wouldn't go any further away.
Changes, the appearance of the physical things change. That's why the horizon changes.
Due to height and atmospheric conditions, the horizon can move. But what I want you to think about is that your model, if you were to say we could see twice, say our eyes were twice as good as they are now, and we could see, our circle of vision is twice as wide as what it is now, then your horizon would be twice as far. And the only way it changes is if you go up higher, or if some weather comes in and, or gets foggy or whatever and blocks it. But on the ball, because it's dropping away, there's a limit to how far your horizon can be. It can be closer, can be blocked by stuff and be closer, but...
There's also refraction.
Yes, I understand there's refraction, but what you're being told can happen with refraction is wrong. With everybody doing these experiments, Ranty and Travis and everyone looking at this for the last couple of years, we've come to understand that... Sorry?
They're looking at it. They're just looking at it. They're not measuring anything. They're not using any formulas. They're not doing any tests.
No, I know.
They're just looking at it.
It doesn't matter because... Yes, because they're just trying... All they're trying to show is that it's height and weather that makes the horizon move. It's got nothing to do with Earth curve.
Let's go with what you said, that it doesn't matter that they don't do any experiments, don't use measurements and formulas. Let's say it all doesn't matter.
My cat's got a fucking mouse or something. What have you got, cat? Oh, yuck, hang on, I just have to deal with this. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, it's a great big lizard. Holy shit, she's got a massive big blue tongue. Oh my god.
So, Jimbo, are you still there? I unmuted you.
Sorry about that. I got it off. It's lost its tail already, the poor little thing.
It will grow back, right?
Yeah, lucky they can grow their tails back. See, we've been able to show with all these long distance photos, like especially the ones from what's his name? Nolan, TJ Nolan or something, JT Nolan, does the infrared photography from a aeroplane and has seen nearly 2,000 miles. And you can see, you look at the picture and it's just a massive, big, flat expanse.
Right.
And you know that if we could just see further, it would just keep going.
Right,
like if we had no limit to our sight.
Yeah, but it's the whole point. If you're not doing any measurements or experiments and not actually using things that we understand or try to understand them yourself, then you can only say, well, I think this looks funny. Okay, well, you can never understand why, because you're not doing anything to try to understand it.
But they have. Ed. They've done all those little experiments with changing the, how cold it is inside or warm or whatever. They've done the experiments with the sugar water and getting things to sink. And they've never, ever, ever been able to show what Rumpus shows on that diagram where he's got that floating lighthouse. They've never, ever been able to show that that's even anywhere near possible.
What you mean that you can't see a lighthouse partially off the Earth?
Rumpus always brings that diagram of the ball with a person, and the lighthouse is like over the curve, and then he's got another lighthouse drawn above that one that's floating up in the air, and he says that's the one.
The one you can see.
See, that's rubbish. You see the actual. No, see, that's a load of rubbish. You actually see the lighthouse.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Paige, this is the exact example I gave with the building that's distorted. You see a distortion of the building.
Yeah, I know, but we've never been able to display looming. We've never, ever been able to display that.
What? Yes, no. Of course we have.
No,
yes, that's the Black Swan.
Normal.
That's the Black Swan photograph with the oil rigs.
No, Ed, those things are actually there. You're seeing the real thing.
Yes, I know. It's an apparent position of it.
No, it's not an apparent position.
It's apparent.
No.
Apparent. Yes, it is.
No,
yes.
It's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
You're
like seeing it because it's really there.
No, just like with the building, it's an apparent position because you can see the oil rigs are completely distorted.
Okay, listen, would you go and stand on that oil rig and let somebody shoot you with a sniper rifle?
Yeah, because if they shoot at that thing, they're gonna miss.
You honestly think that?
Yes. In the conditions of the Black Swan,
wow.
If I stand on the oil rigs and they shoot at the thing where they think I'm standing, where it looks like I'm standing,
you'll be dead.
They're gonna miss by a long shot. They're gonna shoot way over my head.
Honestly, Ed, then I don't know what to say to you, mate. If you think there are floaty lighthouses,
no, they're not floaty.
I really don't know.
No,
they
it's
are.
Not. No,
because the real one is down behind the curve. Yes, and the light is bringing.
Hold on.
So it's an image of the lighthouse that's floating in the air.
Wait a second. If you have the distorted image of the building when you're standing away from it, is the building really distorted, or is it just an appearance of the distortion?
But the building's still there. It's not lifted up into the air, is it?
No,
but your lighthouse is.
No, hold on. It's completely distorted. So is the building distorted, or is it just a normal building and it's an appearance of distortion?
Yeah, of course. We can distort things, no problem.
Okay.
We've never been able to demonstrate something being loomed up from behind something else. No, they've never. No, Ed, try and do it yourself.
Give me a minute.
Try and actually do it yourself.
Give me a minute and I'll show you the video.
I mean, you just have to look at what Rumpus was saying today to see that your side of the argument has no idea what refraction can and can't do.
Because you said you haven't ever seen things loom behind, and I can demonstrate it in a video.
Looming.
No, Paige.
You call it looming, but it's not.
Don't shift the goalpost.
What? You've never shown actual looming.
I can.
You show a picture and say it's looming. There's no point, Ed. There is no point, because whatever you're going to show, I will say you can see it. That's why you can see it, because it's there.
No, it's actually a demonstration of looming. Hold on.
No, you would need to show.
Yes, you haven't even seen it. You can't say no. You haven't seen it. Just wait for the video. Give me a minute.
Ed, I can't even open it, so it's no point. When you can see 2,000 miles, when you can see 2,000 miles of flat plane in an image, and see that for the whole flight halfway across America.
It in a minute.
Yeah, you guys are really grasping at straws these days.
No, you are.
No.
Just give me a minute.
I can't open it anyway. What's your fucking point?
I said I'll share my screen. You can open Discord, right? Holy fuck.
Oh my god. I am actually doing other things. I'm not... That's why I'm in a talk chat, so I don't have to, open screens and look at shit.
And we've been busy for like an hour, so you can waste 1 minute on this.
Oh my god.
Wrong tab. Come on.
Oh my god, Ed.
Yeah, I'm getting all these fucking cookie screens.
Are you going to show me a picture of something that you shouldn't be able to see that you can see? Because if you do, I'm just going to tell you that you've pre-assumed you're on a ball and you're telling me what I should or shouldn't be able to see based on assuming you're on a ball. So you might just be wasting your time, Ed.
I show exactly what you asked for. Things looming behind from something else.
No, you're going to show me.
No,
Ed, you haven't. Can you just listen?
It. You haven't seen it.
Okay.
Just watch the screen share,
Can I tell you what I think? Okay. Can I just tell you what I think?
No, tell me afterwards, please.
Oh my god. You absolute arsehole. I'm going.
Oh, you're muddying the water.
No, I'm going. If you're going to be like that, I'm going.
You're poisoning the well, Paige.
Ed, if you're going to show me something hidden and say you shouldn't be able to see this, I'm going to say stop pre-assuming you're on a ball. Stop begging the question. We're seeing it because it's there, not because it's loomed up over a ball.
You said
it's
that
there.
You've never shown anything looming up from behind something.
No, you haven't, because we're actually just seeing
it.
Then
watch the screen share, for fuck's sake, Paige. Stop talking and watch the screen share. How hard can it be? Click the button.
I swear to God, if this is something that you say, I'm going to lose my fucking shit at you, Ed.
We have a little tack with a white paper on, a little flag.
Oh God, not this. Oh please.
With our platform on, and we've got this blue area which is beyond the horizon. It can't be seen on the close-up footage.
Okay, it's gone black on me. I've got a black screen.
It's LOL.
I told you I couldn't open shit on this phone.
I'll keep the camera running in the corner.
Yeah, my whole phone shut down because I tried to open that.
What an utter waste of time.
In front of the horizon, the physical geometric
He doesn't even loom it up over the horizon.
Beyond the geometric horizon, and you can't see the white flag either. Here comes our refraction.
Yeah, I can't even get it to open back up. My phone's gone black.
There's the platform.
Well, at this point, we're seeing the same stuff, but we have a different interpretation of what's going on. So really what we need to do is
They say it's
justify
blooming, we say you can see it.
There it goes. Here it is.
Because what we're waiting to see is how the horizon can loom. As far as we can see, the horizon still appears to rise toward the level of the eyes. It doesn't appear to loom up or below anything else, really. It's more like stuff comes out of the horizon.
But
yeah.
I'll apologise for my dog. I can't even go on mute now because the phone, my screen's just gone totally black and won't even let me back in to do anything. I knew I shouldn't have.
Your dog page was better than
close that. Wait, there we
go.
go.
Crap I just looked at.
Let me know when you
desperate
fix
for me
it,
to come and
Paige.
play.
I'll play it again, just for you.
No, we don't need to watch
No, it's fine. I heard it. I just couldn't see it. But I've seen it before.
So we're looking for the horizon looming up and down.
Then you know you're
not
wrong,
evidence
Paige.
of looming. We're not looking for evidence of looming.
We
I'm
have
not.
seen things looming.
What you
from
call
behind
what you call looming is something that is
No,
just
that is
there. We can
looming
just
there.
see it.
I can show it to you. So let me know when your phone works again. I'll show it.
No, it's not. I can't. Ed, I cannot open things when I'm in this phone.
Screen share.
Shut the phone down like
show
it
it
just did then.
He don't give a shit, Paige.
There is
He's
no
there to
point,
fuck
Ed. If I
you
click on
around.
it again, it's going to do the same thing again. Are you not understanding?
He's just there to fuck around, Paige.
Processes, system UI isn't responding. Close app or wait. That's all I get if I try and open a screen share or something when I'm in Discord. Okay, Ed?
Okay. So you can't ever see any evidence that's presented. How convenient.
Not when I'm on my phone. No. If you put a picture in the general chat or something, then I usually have no problem. It's only when I try and watch somebody, actually sharing a screen.
All right. I'll make some screen shares. Screen caps, screenshots. Give me a few minutes.
Let me back in for a second. Now it's gone black again. Oh, God. I might have to turn my phone off and back on again. I'll be back in a sec.
Do you remember the nail on the basketball? That's his proof.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, keep talking about
nail
looming
on the back.
occurring. We're talking about whether or not the horizon looms up and down like it would need to on your ball. That doesn't appear to occur. That's a fallacy of composition where you're saying looming occurs and trying to peg it onto the horizon looming up and down, which is not really what we see.
How would you know the difference?
As far as I've seen, the horizon always rises toward the level of the eyes, and it's at the level of the eyes. It never goes above or below that, really.
But how do you discern the difference between the two?
Well, at the very least,
that could be the reason why it's happening.
Well, the thing is, you'd have at least two horizons. You'd have the geometric one and the loomed one from behind, because supposedly we have buildings that are looming up above this, hump of Earth curve. So at the very least, we need to see two horizons.
Yeah. But you've never seen two horizons before? Two different looking horizons?
No, not at the same time. I always see one.
At the same time? Why would you have to have it at the same time?
We're trying to prove that the horizon
looming or not looming.
So you would have to have the original geometric horizon and the loomed horizon behind that. Just like we have with these mirage photos. These mirage photos show above the surface, above the horizon, and a duplication of the image. If we're talking about miraging effects of this sort, at the very least, we need to have some level of duplication for this to even be plausible. Otherwise, it may just be kind of like begging the question.
No, it wouldn't. Maybe in your argument you'd have to have it, but in reality, there would never be two horizons in the same picture. It's either loomed or it's not loomed.
But at that point, we're talking about a geometric horizon and looming with the horizon.
Then
if
what
we don't
you're
have at least
saying
two horizons with a geometric one and or a loomed one, what are we even talking about?
Saying that it's
looming a loomed horizon would be a picture of the, down near like an image of the geometric horizon up. That's all it would be.
That wasn't even my question in the first place. Is
I
the
didn't hear you.
horizon a real place or an actual concrete physical place? And he
It's a
couldn't
real
answer
place.
yes or no.
I think it's a real place.
It's not.
How could it not be? It's a real. You see it, it's real.
It exists in your vision, created by your eyes and your optics, as a vanishing point.
Are you serious?
Can you guys hear me?
It doesn't.
See you.
Paige, we can hear you.
Tony, I told him a million times, it's an appearance of something physical, therefore it's physical.
It's real. I mean, it seems like such easy stuff to get.
Ooh.
If you see something, even if apparently you see it, it's still something that's
Can you
real.
turn your mic down?
You were just yelling too.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you were just yelling.
Ow.
It's
Can I
easy
just
to see
tell
if you're
you,
delusional.
It's distorting your
Okay.
mic. It's distorting your voice and making it sound like really horrible. I wasn't
shit,
being
sorry.
nasty. I was
Alright,
just
good.
saying I
Alright.
can't even stand you. That's all.
But the thing is, if you were the horizon, Tony, every time I try to get close to you, you just keep pulling back and back and back and back. I would never reach.
But the observer stays at one point and someone else can travel towards it. I said that
Tony
also
is-
a million times.
But
No,
Tony
but I
is-
said that already, Lemon. There's no
Yeah, you
but.
can do that.
There's no
But
but.
Tony is a
The
physical
observer
person
stays
that
at
I
one
can
point.
touch. That is
The
in
observer
space
stays
and time,
stationary.
That is not moving back.
Stationary
and so if you're saying the
observer,
horizon
Lemon.
just moves, it doesn't appear to be physical in that regard.
Stationary
it appears
observer,
to vary from day to day.
Because it's an appearance. I said that a million times. You're not listening. Listen.
But it doesn't match
Listen,
a hump of
Lemon.
Earth. At
It's an
best, it's like
appearance.
two planes
But it's
meeting
an
due to
appearance.
perspective.
But it's still physical.
But you're trying to
Everyone else-
basically make your globe untestable
Everyone
because
else here would like
test
to hear
the
what
globe
Lemon's
horizon.
saying, and we can't hear
Is that
him
better?
if you just talk all over him.
He's not listening.
Like, he's not just talking to you, he's talking to everybody here. So,
Turn it down.
please, can you
Is that
let people finish?
Yeah, that's
That's
rich
great.
coming from you, but okay.
The thing is, you're making your globe untestable because you're
really
just saying
try
it's an optical
not to-
phenomenon.
If you're talking to me and
I try not to
explaining
also.
something, I stop and listen to you. So,
No, you
do
don't.
you actually try it? Now you're just triggered and being an asshole because I sat and listened to everything you said before.
No, you didn't. You kept interrupting, and so did Lemon, and so did this other guy.
Well, the
Got his
thing
name.
is, you do not have a testable globe horizon. You're just moving it anywhere you need to by refraction, which makes your thesis unfalsifiable.
I showed it.
Then can I ask Ed, why the fuck are you here? If you're happy,
There it is in the chat again.
if you're happy and you know
You
you're
showed
right,
what you claimed
why
was
are you
it.
here?
You didn't actually show it.
No, but there it is in the general
Right.
chat.
You're claiming that's what it is, but you're wrong. That's all.
No, that's them.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're incorrect. That's false. What you're saying is incorrect.
That's what Lemon asked for just now.
Let's see. Let's see here. I'm in the chat. Usually,
Yeah, the general chat.
let's see. So you're showing something that has loomed up, but notice how the horizon doesn't loom up. It appears to be in generally the same direction. And also notice how if you're saying that the horizon is this thing in the background that's looming up by implication, then notice how you have two horizons, the one in the foreground and the one in the back.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
So
It's
you
an
need to
object,
show two horizons
and
in these observations for this to even make any sense, but we only appear to see one, not two.
Yeah, because it's an appearance, and it shows the horizon can move on a globe, and it also shows looming objects from behind something. So you and Paige are wrong.
But the thing is, for the horizon to loom, which is what you're implying, you're just showing that looming occurs. You haven't shown that the horizon would loom, which is what would need to happen for us to see, for miles and miles beyond the Earth curve. Unfortunately, this is not, satisfactory. I'm sorry.
Not for you, but that doesn't matter because it's what you asked for. So
you showed looming, but you didn't show looming of the horizon, which is what we wanted.
I actually did.
Over the ball of Earth.
I did, because you can see there's a blue strip on the yellow ball. That
Horizon
appears.
of the ball?
No, you're not listening. There's a blue strip there.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Which appears.
No,
So
I'm trying to
wasn't there
point
before.
something out to you. Hear me? Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Sure.
Because I've just come back. I didn't know if anyone could even hear me, and you weren't responding. So, what we need to see, that little nail on the basketball, we need to see that nail behind that horizon and be lifted up to be analogous with the earth. You need to somehow bring that horizon in front of that nail.
What? That's what's happening with the object behind
what you're
it,
saying.
actually. And also you can actually see that happening because behind the nail, Paige, behind the nail, there's a blue strip on the ball. You can see it on the bottom picture. There's a blue strip.
But it hasn't done anything to the horizon.
No, but if you look above at the other pictures, the other two above that, the blue strip isn't there.
Not moved the horizon or anything. You've not.
Yes, it did.
On Earth is.
No, it actually did because the blue strip is on the pictures above. The blue strip is behind the curve.
Blue strip's not.
And now it actually is on top of the thing, so it loomed. Yeah, there it is. Exactly what
so
you
looming happens, but the looming does occur, but you haven't lifted the horizon.
Yeah, actually did, and I just explained why.
The orange horizon has been lifted, but we only see one horizon.
I just explained it, so.
Yeah.
But we only see one horizon.
He's magnified it, so he's made it bigger.
Right, no, but yeah, we only see one horizon. That's correct.
So where is the
horizon? Because Lemon, the horizon is the appearance of physical things.
Oh,
appearance.
Here we go again.
And an appearance can change due to elevation or refraction.
I'm getting the feeling that the guys who come and talk in here are just so convinced they're already correct that they won't stop and listen or think about anything differently because
for a very long time,
correct.
And I'm showing what you asked me.
No, you're showing a basketball. You're not showing anything on Earth.
You asked for looming,
demonstrating.
And Lemon asked for a globe.
That's magnification.
Or a spherical object.
All you've done is magnify the image so you can see more. Yes, you haven't actually loomed anything up.
If you look at the nail, you can actually see on the bottom picture the nail is slanted forwards. And again, the blue strip on the basketball is not visible on the top pictures, but is at the lower picture where things are loomed up. No, it's loomed, not magnified.
Not looming.
It's not due to magnification.
He's put a magnifying glass in front of it.
Yes, but it's not due to magnification.
A magnifying
glass.
But
he's holding it at the edge. No, he's holding it at the edge of the magnifying glass because that's where the most distortion happens.
He's not magnifying it, but he is holding a magnifying glass next to it.
But I said it's not. I said it's not due to magnification. It's due to the distortion at the edge. Because it's at the edge of the magnifying glass. If you could look at the video, you could actually
You will not think about things
differently. But you haven't seen the video, Paige. I did.
No, I won't, Paige, because I think I'm right. And
you haven't seen the video. You haven't seen the video.
Don't make me
when he holds the magnifying glass on the center, you can see it's magnified, but it's not slanted. The distortion happens on the edge of the magnifying glass. That's why he places it there for a demonstration of looming. Jesus,
if you want to think that's a demonstration
of
looming,
go you haven't seen the video, Paige.
I have
seen the video.
I saw it when he first fucking put it out.
Then you have forgotten that he put the magnifying glass in the center first, and you can see there's only magnification and no distortion. That's why he moved it to the edge of the magnifying glass, because that's where the distortion comes in. And you can see looming of an orb and of an object behind it.
Off you go then. Be happy with your space testicle. Off you go.
That's completely irrelevant. This is
No,
I
it's
told you,
not.
Paige.
If you were 100% happy with your proof,
what does this have to do with
wouldn't
space?
come here at all. Your model, if you were 100% sure you lived on a ball and really, honestly were 100% happy, you wouldn't come here and argue about it.
Oh, wait
He
a
knows
second.
it's not
Who said
He
I'm
knows it's
100% sure about anything?
He's just
That's a
playing
straw
games.
man.
So you're not happy with ball model proof?
This has nothing to do with happiness. You claimed I was 100%
Yes, it does.
sure about something.
A lot.
I never said
I only
I was
claimed you couldn't
100%
answer a
sure
simple
about
yes
anything.
or no question.
Don't strawman me.
And I was right. A yes or no question.
So you're not happy? Yeah, he never answers the yes.
Again, it has nothing to do with happiness, so that's irrelevant.
Yes, it does. It has everything to do with it.
No.
Yeah.
He's just
Well,
trying to
you
score
don't do
points,
something-
Paige. That's all
people
he's trying
don't
to
do
do.
anything.
He's just trying to score bullshit points.
It does have to do
Yeah,
with
he does the
happiness.
same
then
thing on
I'll ask
Nathan's.
all of
I've
you.
heard him so many
Are you in
times.
here every day because you're unhappy and need confirmation bias all day? Is that why all of you are in here?
I'm here to talk to other people who have open minds and want to discuss things other than what we were all
agree with you.
forced upon us in school. But you want to come here and just force the school rhetoric on us again, the ball model rhetoric on us
This is
again.
school rhetoric. Wait,
it's
no,
pointless.
I showed a YouTube video.
If you
are you serious? Paige, I showed a YouTube video.
Yes, all you do is
why are you
bring
talking
the
about?
same
Why are you
rhetoric,
talking
the
about
same
school
ball
narrative?
rhetoric. Yeah, the stuff
What does this
they
have to
teach
do
us
with the
all in
school?
school.
It's YouTube.
Because
That's not education.
So you do not listen. You don't stop. You don't stop.
Well, that's projection, but sure, go ahead.
Everyone was taught the same thing in school, Ed. Right?
Wrong.
All you do...
Really?
Yeah.
What school did you go to, Ed? What were you taught?
It even differs from class to class. So
so they have a different blue spinning testicle.
School education. Every country has a curriculum that they must follow. So regardless of how they do it, everyone gets taught the same things. Yes.
No, they don't. They get taught the same topics, maybe.
You cannot let me say a single fucking thing without interrupting me, can you?
Well, that's projection again. Okay, go on.
This conversation is pointless if you're going to talk at me.
What?
Oh, my God. You won't stop and listen. All you're doing is talk. See? You're talking at me, not with me. We're not having a conversation. You're just talking over me and talking at me.
Can you stop projecting and get on with the point?
I couldn't because you were talking over me.
He's there to fucking fool you, Paige. Get the fucking picture.
He's
you
just
don't
being
think
an
you're
asshole,
very
Paige.
fucking bright. You're an idiot to him.
I didn't even say anything this
He's
time.
just not calling you a
her
fucking
dog.
idiot. But he's shitting all over you, and you're letting him. And no one's defending you. And he had a simple question to answer, and this has been going on for what, an hour now? And the fucker still can't answer a yes or no fucking question. And you're playing games with him and getting frustrated. Who's winning this troll battle? You tell me, Paige. Why are you still in it?
Not frustrated.
With this insanity. It's your choice.
Dude, I'm not frustrated. Like, the second I stop talking to him,
Hey,
I don't
Jimbo,
think
you
about
should
it
be
anymore. So,
You should be like a commentator for this place.
I'm like fucking... I'm coated in Teflon, dude. Nothing sticks to me. Like, I might get passionate while I'm talking to the person, but literally, the second I stop talking to them, it's forgotten about. That's why I can't even remember, like, when Drone Star and Flat Earth Bane asked me questions. I don't even look at who's asking the question because it's
The simple
all
yes or
the
no
same.
question was
Every single one of
forgotten.
them is the same.
Could he answer a simple yes or no question? Is the horizon a real place?
He can't.
He can't. And how long did it take? And we're still not there. He cannot answer a yes or no question.
I said it was
and that
real.
was my specific statement. And there's the proof. An hour later,
yes or no because
there's
he wants
an
both.
hour of proof for you.
He wants
yes
both
or no
at
was
once.
bullshit.
He wants it
as
to
soon
be
as he opened his mouth, the bullshit started pouring out.
It seems like you and Paige are here just to make sure no one does, like, get their mind changed. It's weird. You guys are gatekeepers.
We didn't
like
hear a word you said, mate.
God damn it.
No, I could hear you.
Nothing you're saying is really
yeah, you guys.
Out. Oh, yeah, you guys, and then it just dropped again.
Just lower his volume manually, Paige. Then it's fine.
Sorry, Ed?
Lower Tony's volume.
I can't hear Paige.
No, it's not his volume. His volume's fine. It's that his literal words are cutting out. Like
could it be on the phone you're using, Paige? Because I can barely hear you.
You're clipping, Tony. You're clipping.
And I've changed.
All right.
So because Ed wanted me to look at that thing, I went and got the iPad and connected myself up to that. So just for Ed.
Well, thank you. I'll show you the video.
It still doesn't answer a simple yes or no question. That was, is the horizon a real place or just an apparent place? And you're concretizing it from the get-go, making it a real solid physical place that you can send your friend to. It's bullshit. It's been bullshit since I asked
misplaced concretedness.
Absolutely, from the get-go. And it's an hour into it, and you're still going to do it for another hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, however long it's permitted.
Can't really stop him though. If he wants to come in here and talk, we can't talk about something else because he's talking. So he's going to.
Let's talk about something else, Paige. What do you want to talk about? Change the subject.
I don't know actually.
How's your dog? Is he good?
Yeah, he's good.
He's
desperate for me to take him for a walk. I've usually walked him by this time of the day, and I haven't taken him today. That's why he's carrying on like a pork chop. Oh, I know. I'll go and see if the moon's out again today. Hang on. And at sort of, I think about this time of the day, when the sun's at so almost at zenith for the sun. And the moon has been like halfway between zenith and horizon. So I've got the sun straight above me and the moon like 45 degrees towards the horizon away from the sun. It's phenomenal when you see it. It's like, how the fuck are they that close together?
Where am I? Where am I looking? I'm outside now. Oh, I've got trees.
Can't see it today, but it was there about a week ago when I was taking the dog for a walk about a week ago. They were both in the sky together. Doesn't happen all like the whole way through the month. It only happens for a couple of days a month for some reason.
Yeah. I'm definitely what you're describing. I'm definitely seeing.
Yeah, I think everyone's seen the sun and the moon together in the sky at some stage. Isn't it funny that it changes so quickly, though? Like, a couple of days they'll be in there together, and then all of a sudden, bang, the moon's gone. So, well, how did it get that far away that you don't see it in the sky anymore when it was, that obvious?
It's like when you see the phases of the moon sometimes, Paige. Like, when you see the phases of the moon sometimes. And I look to see where the sun is, and then I look at the moon, and I go, that shadow, that it doesn't match up where the light source is coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem
like
to
the shadow
marry
will be
up
on the same side.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they've got eclipses where you'll get the sun eclipsed and see the moon above the horizon as well. It's like or the moon eclipse and see the sun. They'll both be above the horizon at the same time. So it's geometrically impossible for it to be the Earth causing the shadow if they're both above the horizon. It just can't happen.
And I never looked at those things. Like as a kid or a young adult, I never really looked at that sort of stuff and took any notice. You just kind of see it in the sky. You go, oh, yeah, it's whatever phase it is.
Yeah.
Or whatever eclipse it is. Like, you don't give it a second thought. But then all of a sudden, you start actually looking into it and noticing these things, trying to look at it through some logical eyes. You go, that doesn't marry up. What the hell?
That's why they got us so early. They teach you everything so early, so that then, and because we think, well, they're not, our teachers aren't going to lie to us. So you never think to look at it and question it and test it, because you just assume that school's telling you the truth.